Hello, I'm going to share with you some of the most common cervical cancer symptoms, the major risk factors involved with this disease, as well as some really cool ideas that can help. Now, down below in the YouTube description, there's a link where I'm giving away a free report and video guide on shopping for dietary supplements that can help with a lot of health problems. Now, the World Health Organization feels this type of cancer is the second most common type of cancer that hits women. Can you guess what the number one most common cancer is? Well, if you guessed breast cancer, then you're awesome because that is correct. Now, more horrible news is there's some health experts out there that predict and feel that cancer deaths in general will increase a whole lot over in the future. It's going to increase 5 times in the next 10 years. Dang, that's a lot. It may not be true, but that's pretty scary, and cancer itself is scary. Now, a big contributor to this problem is something known as the human papillon virus, or HPV. Have you heard of this before? Well, it's really common. In fact, around 70% of the United States population that's sexually active, which is almost everybody, will receive this virus at some point in their life. Now, the most interesting thing with HPV is the majority of people that get it don't even know they have the virus. One way they could truly tell is, of course, get some tests done at a medical facility, or if they have signs of warts. So one way you can know. The good news about having warts, if there's any good news, is that well, the possibility of getting cancer from the virus is greatly reduced because that's a different strain of the virus. The warts is different. That's good. More good news is that our immune system can destroy the virus within 2 years tops. Usually, it's usually shorter than this. Of course, if someone has a weak immune system, it could take longer. This is not good because the longer the virus is in the body, the more bad things can happen, like cancer. More bad news is cervical cancer is not easy to detect. One indicator of it would be pain or bleeding during intercourse. A woman could experience changes to their menstrual cycle, as well as some unusual bleeding as well, so it's very hard to detect. The only way to truly know about this health problem would be by taking a pap test, which is an awesome thing. What a pap test can do is indicate signs of cancer before this cancer even strikes, so it's great. According to the United States Department of Health, someone should get these tests done every 3 or 5 years. Now, sadly, the treatment options that's usually used when someone has this type of cancer are very scary. Surgery, radiation, chemotherapy are frequently prescribed. All of them are good. Radiation and chemotherapy are like destroying a Barbie doll house to kill Barbie inside. And Barbie is the cancer, and the doll house is our body. So damages our body and our cells a lot. Not good. Last resort, should be used. The best way to treat this cervical cancer is, of course, not to get it in the first place. One idea that can really help would be by limit sexual partners. Another idea is to get the vaccine, known as the quadrivalent vaccine, which can help prevent HPV virus. Also, don't smoke cigarettes. So we did a whole bunch of studies with smoking and HPV, and they found that people who smoked more than doubled their risk of this type of cancer. Besides cervical cancer, I mean, it's going to highly increase the chance of lung cancer, throat cancer, and belly cancer, toe cancer, and everything, right? Now, actually, interesting enough, I actually read a book last year. It's called Anti-Cancer, and it has everything to do with natural ways on killing cancer naturally. And I don't remember a lot about the book, but I remember 2 things vividly. The author frequently talked about eating mushrooms and drinking green tea a whole lot to destroy cancer, prevent it. Now, people who drink green tea have 10 times more virus-fighting interferon in their body than people who don't drink green tea. I mean, dang, this is from a drink which is dirt cheap. I think it's the second most popular beverage in the world. So, yeah, green tea is great. If you don't like the taste, you can always take a supplement. Now, when it comes to mushrooms, what's very fascinating about them is they are survivors. I'm not sure if you know this, but mushrooms can survive nuclear bombs. In fact, this was proved in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster in Russia. Everything was dead, but these mushrooms were still living. And they do many other great health things too. Plus, there's a whole lot of herbs that can actually really help with cancer too. To throw one idea out there would be like garlic. According to a study in China, people who ate garlic a few times a week reduced their chance of lung cancer by about half. And if someone used tobacco, their chance was reduced by a third, so it could be great. Now, if you're interested in herbal remedies and dietary supplements to improve health in general, like I mentioned earlier, I strongly recommend clicking that link in that description and viewing that report and free video guide. Again, it helps someone identify a good product from a bad one. It talks about herbal remedies to consider, as well as some really bad choices, which you may not even be aware of. And in some of these herbal choices, which are horrible, are uncommon items that are commonly used, like tea. So that's great. And it talks about what to take for weight loss, fitness, and a whole lot more. So I really think it's going to help a lot of people. Very beneficial. Well, I hope this video helped a couple people out there. I hope you learned a few things that you didn't know before watching this video. I really appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your day, and take care.